Welcome back, Blake Cousins. Third phase moon. We're going over incredible evidence from around the world. Let's get to it. Has Atlantis been discovered in Northwest Africa? Check it out. Because of its vast formation, 40 miles in diameter, no geologist on foot was able to evaluate the origin of this site until recently. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato referred to Atlantis as islands bathed by the ocean. These islands were in the shape of rings and were connected by bridges. Ancient rock carvings with similar rings have been found in Switzerland, England, Spain, and Italy. These rings imply the use of water. Look at these photographs, the side-by-side comparisons. In the 1960s, Gemini 4 took photos from space and focused on the circular structures on Earth. It has only been evaluated recently. For years, the structure was believed to have been formed by an impact of a meteor. However, there is no evidence of impact. Could this be Atlantis? Before your eyes, people. Also, some people might say it's a mine. However, it would be absurd, as this is 40 kilometers in diameter, and most large mines would be around 4 kilometers. There is no evidence of extraction of minerals in this zone. I don't see any roads of any kind either. Some say Atlantis was located off the coast of Spain, others say the Canary Islands, and some say Ireland. Also, there is no evidence of any kind of volcanic activity in the region of any kind, so we're ruling that out as well, in my opinion. This is something incredibly large, man-made, or possibly ancient aliens helping men building mass structures, still seen by Google Earth today. This is quite incredible. There is a small town named Odain nearby. This is 1,000 years old. The Arabic word Wadan means condemned. Plato said that Atlantis was destroyed, condemned by the gods. Trying to cover up the evidence. This is, in my opinion, huge evidence. You got to share this with your friends, people, because right now you're seeing, in my opinion, possible Atlantis remains. Now let's get to this next incredible video right now. September 12, 2016. Take a look at this video. Stan submitted this via our Google Gmail earlier this morning, and when we looked at this right away, I noticed the reflection off this craft. So something is hovering right above the water. This is quite impressive. I see no prop blades of any kind. This isn't a drone that I'm aware of. Also, if there's any kind of propulsion device besides anti-gravity, you would see some kind of displacement of movement on the water's surface. Is this something military or something otherworldly? I'm not quite sure what we're looking at. People, leave your comments below. Take a look. Now, what's making this thing tick? Let's get a close look. Look at this very closely. What are we looking at? I see all kinds of weird components above the craft itself. Could this be its operational system? Drones lock in via GPS, and it looks quite locked in. This is definitely very stationary. There is a slight rotation to the craft itself. Mortimer states he was about 300 feet away from this craft. He heard no noise whatsoever. Stan says he's never seen anything like this before. He has no idea what he captured today. in my opinion, this object has to be the size of an SUV. What I really like about it as well is the reflection on the water itself. You see the rippling going on, reflecting off the craft. That would be really hard to do if this was a CGI effect. I believe what we're looking at is very genuine. Stan says the object remained stationary for about a minute or so, and then it started to levitate. He kind of freaked out. He thought it was coming towards him. He accidentally shuts his camera off, turns it back on, looks back up, and the craft is gone. Wow, all I gotta say, this is quite amazing, and we got Brent Cousins here, and I want to get his opinion right away on what he thinks we're looking at. Brent? Okay, let's start this from the beginning. I want to see the evidence, the real evidence right here in front of us. Are we being fooled, or is this the real deal? This seems so real to me that everybody's got to lay an opinion on what we're looking at. This object is submersed in the water right here. We're looking at it, and it departs. The reflection gives evidence of a reality of what we're looking at. This thing is tremendous. There's some sort of chemistry below and above the water. What is this object doing there? That's a big question, Blake. Yeah, the refractions of lights, the reflection off the craft onto the surface of the water, that would be really hard to duplicate. Let me tell you, what I'm more interested in is what's happening below the surface of our waters right now. Is this some kind of aquatic USO that we are unaware of right now? Because I've never seen anything like this. What Stan captured is basically, I think, the best evidence I've seen so far of USO, alien reverse engineered technology right now. Brent? Yeah, he holds on to this object quite well. You know, everything you need to see in a UFO is right here. The detail, the software in this craft is something that we need to really know what's propelling this object. What the hell is going on is a big question. We hear Donald Trump saying that. We wish Hillary would get a look at this and disclose it for everybody, or Trump. This would be amazing. Could we be looking at the best UFO USO video footage ever captured? I'd have to say this is quite clear. It's not a drone. It's not something from this earth, in my opinion. This is something extraterrestrial. It is alien. What's going on off the coast of Oregon? That is the big question. What's it doing there? Why? These are things we got to find out. People, share this link. Share it with your friends. Keep your eyes on the skies, everybody, because we are not alone. Blake Cousins. We'll see you again next time. focused on the circular structures on Earth. It has only been evaluated recently. For years, the structure was believed to have been formed by an impact of a meteor. However, there is no evidence of impact. Similar rings have been found in Switzerland, England, Spain, and Italy. These rings imply the use of water. Look at these photographs, the side-by-side comparisons. In the 1960s, Gemini 4 took photos from space and funked West Africa. Check it out. Because of its vast formation, 40 miles in diameter, no geologist on foot was able to evaluate the origin of this site until recently. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato referred to Atlantis as islands bathed by the ocean. These islands were in the shape of rings and were connected by bridges. Ancient rock carvings with Welcome back, Light Cousins. Third phase of moon, we're going over incredible evidence from around the world. Let's get to it. Has Atlantis been discovered in North